This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
Can someone explain to me? No, we're not even. Don't even talk about Power Rangers real quick. Let me explain something. Look, people, I don't care if you are looking forward to this, but after watching Terminator Genesis, what's the point? What's the point of another Terminator movie? Seriously, the movie was trash. It was god awful. Why? Why did we need another Terminator movie?
It wasn't good, and they're doing it.
Hell no.
Welcome to another episode of Ranger Podcast Live. My name is Ryan Daggerboy. Sorry, I'm a little sleep deprived. I didn't get sleep last night. Took a nap, so caffeine to keep me energy up. But hey, guys.
I got you. This is Reckless. This is Psycho Fox from Morphin Network. We got my boy Daggerboy. I'm gonna help him out real quick. We got Daggerboy and got Quasar Red, Kent Brown himself. And today, what's up?
Crystal Gems.
We are the Crystal Gems. Well, we're better than the Crystal Gems. What are you talking about? But no, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 12 of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Real Steel. Okay, I want to say this right now. I want to get it out the way. If you are in the midst of fighting a doppelganger, wave. And if your friends still don't know which one's you, call them on the phone.
It's funny, Leonard, you said that. Yeah, I'm gonna, in one of the shows you don't like, Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, they even did this. He's like, "Which one's the real Donnie?" He goes, "I know. Who was the one who chewed Splinter's slippers when we were little turtles?" He goes, "Mikey." He goes, "That's the real one. Get the one on the right."
I totally forgot about Next Mutation. Oh my god. I gotta watch that show again. I need to see how bad it is. How truly bad it is. Saban was on one in the 90s. I gotta give him credit for that. But with all that being said, let's get started. So, Real Steel. Real quick thoughts before we get into the initial review. Daggerboy.
This was okay. I mean, it was alright. I liked it. I didn't love it, but again, Nate's acting, I'm sorry. Could have been better. It actually does get better, but could have improved more. Again, highlighted episode Steel. I'm sorry. Steel is stealing the show. I'm sorry. Like, he is right now my favorite character. I'm serious. Steel, like, every time he's in it, he steals the show all the time he's in the screen. So again, kudos, Steel's that voice actor. But overall, enjoyable episode. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I like it.
I would say this.
I was enjoyed. It was enjoyable to watch.
I honestly do think Nate's acting in this one was better than the last two episodes. I actually enjoyed his acting in this one because at this point I can't find it believable, especially when he argues with Steel. But Steel obviously takes the rest of the show. So
remember last year when Clement got, found Mick's bow to Madame Odious was difficult to watch?
Yes.
For me, this episode had the most difficult ending to get through. But overall, it got more entertaining as I kept watching. I think it was kind of fun to see, Nate and Steel just spike each other. I thought that was some of their more believable chemistry.
Oh, when they pulled the flubber thing at the end, where Steel just threw Nate into the basketball net. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was stupid, but I liked it. And Nate is working on these new weapons for Devin. Spoiler, in case y'all don't know, that's Devin's new weapons, and they showed it in the promos leading into the new season of Beast Morphers. And Steel's like, "Hey, yo, man, because let's go out." And the funny thing before that is that Nate's showing him the new weapons, and Steel has a bottle of Morph X. So one of the most powerful things in all of Power Rangers. This man chucks it and walks towards Nate. Did anyone else laugh when he did that? He's like, yeah, that looks really cool. Chuck. Just yeets it off screen. I'm like, yo, that's one of the most powerful material in Power Rangers, and you just chucked it away like it was a recyclable bottle.
Yeah,
that's like if I chuck this portable charger like this.
Or is some boba.
Or if the Rangers, I sometimes joke the way Rocky got his powers for Ninja Steel was just him saying, "Hey Jace, can I borrow that?" And Jason not even looking, saying, "Sure."
And Steel's like, hey, look, man, why don't we like socialize? Like, why don't why don't we hang out and stuff? Like, I'm a robot with human emotions and stuff. I kind of need to be out there with half of my people, right? And Nate's like, yo, man, look, I got to get this thing done. I have to get it done. It's more important. Science is magic, blah, 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 blah. Zoe being, Zoe's like, hey, yo, Nate, look, he's your brother. He was just born literally 2 weeks ago. Give or take, you should probably hang out with them, right? And he's like, you know what? You're right. As he's turning around, my boy Devin playing is like, hey, yo, Steel, you want to play some basketball, right? He's like, yeah, let's do it, right? And Nate gets jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Like hold off on that, put a pin in that. So we then get to the villain of the day that Blaze makes, and Blaze doesn't make a damn sound or anything like that. He just, copy machine. Yeet! And just makes a copycat monster. What was the monster's name?
I don't think they said. I don't think they said what the monster. Let's just call him Copycat Drone.
No, we'll just call him Replicant. So Replicant replicates the janitor and makes himself into a janitor, right? He copies his DNA, everything like that. And he's like, all right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to make a new Ranger, right? And we're going to get the information we need to give the Evox. Fine, right? So everyone's coming in from playing basketball, and Ben and Betty grab pizza, and I'm like, wait, should you be eating in the lab? Whatever. Anyways, so next thing you know, also Steel pops the basketball, and so he puts duct tape on it and puts it onto the air compressor, puts some more air in it. And I'm over here like, wait, duct tape doesn't do that. I'm like, duct tape doesn't do that last time I checked, but whatever. So it becomes huge, pops, and Steel catches it, almost destroys the weapons that Nate was making for Devin, but Devin saves it. And Nate says it, and Nate just grills Steel. He grills Steel as like, you shouldn't be playing in here. Like, next time you do that, I'm not gonna let you in here, right? And he's like, yo, man, just take it easy, right? While they're arguing, the Colonel, Robbie's mama is like, hey, yo, monsters in Sector Echo Bravo Tango. And I'm over here like, do we have names for the streets yet? Why don't we have names for the streets? Why are we just saying Echo Bravo? Nate's still mad. And so they go and they fight Replicant. I don't know the monster. I'm just calling Replicant. Replicant. And the funny thing is that Blaze is distracting the Rangers while Replicant copies Nate's DNA and everything like that. And I think Devin says something really. Devin says a one-liner, and next to you, no. They find Replicants right behind, like, yo, that's a monster, right? And Blaze just yells, Tronics, and I'm like, what the?
You mean Johnny Lawrence?
Tronics, and I'm like, Blaze, chill, take it easy.
You gotta remember. It actually no. So I go back to the character development. You gotta remember, he's been effing up. Roxy has been stepping up, so I can tell he's desperate right now. So.
No, but Roxy's been effing up too. When you think about it,
but the thing is, she kind of did more now. She got 2 Rangers like data.
That's true.
So he didn't do anything yet. So that's why he is kind of like desperate. So that
Yeah. So
it's better.
What's up?
RoboBlaze. Next year, we'll get to that.
Okay, no spoiling, boy.
Wait, who the hell's wait, who's RoboBlaze?
Okay, moving on.
Anyways, so they fight. Devin makes a beeline towards Blaze, which I'm like, yeah, that's out. sorry, I just took a TV test. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Devin. You better run hands with him, right? Because he makes out straight beelines, like, screw all you robots. I'm going after him, right? It's like Stone Cold versus The Rock type of thing, right? And everyone's taking out the Dronics. Nate is asking for help for his because he's still a newbie. Steel goes and helps Devin, which pisses Nate off even more. And then Nate actually gets his hands on the replicant. Steel decides to try to take a shot, but he gets his gun knocked away, and it just zips past both of them, right? And replicant leaves. Nate is like, "Yo, what is your problem?" He's like, "Dude, I wasn't trying to shoot you. I was trying to shoot him. There was in the way in the monster." And then they started grilling each other in the middle of the field. And I'm like, well, you're still in the middle of the field, guys. You should probably take this back to Group Battle Force, which they do, because Robbie's mama is like, "Hey, yo, y'all need to get along, okay?" And like Steel apologizes. She's like, "Oh, you think I give a damn if he apologizes to me? Like, you can't be in the lab." And he's like, "Yes, but apologizing is a step forward to moving on." And Steel's like, "Hey, look, man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been in your lab playing. Let's just sweep this under the rug, throw this into the woods. Let's start over, right?" And he's about to shake his hand, but then Devin comes with a new ball. And he's like, "Hey, yo, Steel, you want to throw? You want to play, right?" And he's like, yeah, sure. Just give me a sec." Nate storms off, and he's like, "Wait, Nate, where are you going? Where are you going?" And Nate takes the truck and drives into the city, which reminds me. So does Nate now have full access to leave the Grid Battle Force?
Technically, he's a Power Ranger now, so.
However, if you haven't, you know what?
No,
I'll take it face value.
No, because he signed a contract. Remember the long contract that.
Oh yeah, the general.
That they screwed up.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I was really about to lose my.
Like, this way, like about, I'm so about I like about Beast Morphers. I don't know, like they actually do like kind of set like kind of pass like episodes.
There's continuity.
Yeah.
Continuity makes everything better.
Yeah,
that's one good thing about Beast.
So the reason why I like that scene, because if this is a Neo Sabonis Power Rangers, like, oh, we'll make up quickly. I like that he did not make it up with Steel yet.
I'm glad they nipped it in the bud at Grid Battle Force and not, I don't know, break up in the middle of fighting a monster. Calvin Haley.
Technically, they weren't fighting a monster when they broke
You're still in the midst of fighting, though. You just finished beating a freaking monster. You couldn't just wait. You couldn't just wait to get back.
Blaze sends I'm calling him Copy Drone. Sends Copy Drone into Grid Battle Force to try and sabotage the systems that allow them to send the Zords. Funny thing, they aren't really focusing on copying the Rangers' special abilities in this episode like they were in the previous two.
Right.
So Nate's, trying to find it, and then he runs into Steel, and he's like, "Hey, we're brothers, we gotta stick together, I'm sorry for, everything that happened," and, evil Nate's just like, "Sure." He's like, "Okay, I'll go unload the stuff." And then he's like, "Yeah, just go and do whatever." And real Nate comes back, and he's being a little confusing. He's just like, he's confusing Steel, just like, "Hey, I thought we just made up." And then Zoe goes to try and talk to him. By the way, Zoe looked very pretty in this episode.
Zoe is actually honestly low key. I think Zoe and Steel tie for the two people who made the episode great today.
Actually, believe it or not, yeah, Jackie. I mean, Zoe, like, her character is actually growing on me, because I actually had problems with her in the beginning of the series, but now she's actually growing on me. That's what I like about it. She's actually getting character progression.
I personally liked her from the start, but other story. So, Nate talks about how he spent his whole life in the laboratory, really? And then he's never really had anyone he's never really, gotten to have any fun of his own. He never learned how to play basketball, football, or baseball. And, he was upset that Steel basically, left and, didn't ask him to play with him. That's the reason why why the drama of this episode's been happening. And then Steel hears all this and then notices another Nate walking by. And he's like, how can there be more than 2 Nates? And instead of saying, hey, Zoe, Nate, check this out, he just runs off and, sees what this deal was. And so he starts to catch on that this is not the real Nate and that, and that this is like something Evox is doing. And then, he calls for help. He asks, the other Rangers to join him. And, by the time they get to the lab, Copytron has pretty much copied Steel's ability. And he's like, I'm the real Steel. No, I'm the real Steel. No, I'm the real Steel. We conveniently put our weapons down just so we can make it more difficult. Anyway, so, the fake Steel does a pretty good job of,
almost convincing Nate.
Yeah. But then the real Steel, talks about how he overheard Zoe and was sorry about not, inviting him, and that my brother can do anything. And so then they realize who it is, and so the fake Steel blasts the robot and then leaves, and just leaves Grid Battle Force.
Well, no, the fake Steel tried to destroy the computer and then left.
Yeah, he tried to. He blasted it and just ran out.
Technically, he destroyed it, but he didn't really. He broke, but he didn't destroy it. So
he destroyed the screen. He didn't destroy the hard drive.
That's why I liked about it. Detailed Power Rangers. So props. Good job.
He managed to destroy the computer, though I thought Grid Battle Force had other ways to send the Zords. Moving on. One thing I do like about Steel is that he does at least come off pretty realistic at times. When the fake one's walking out, he's just like, act natural. That was funny. So the other Rangers go off to, take on the copycat, and while the Nate and Steel stick around to fix it. 2 things before Ryan, your turn. I didn't realize this until, the 3rd viewing. Nate and Steel don't actually morph in this episode, which is
no, they don't.
No, I actually liked it.
I like that concept too. The idea that an episode's centered around a character and they don't actually take part in the main battle. And another thing. So one of my main problems with Beast Morphers is that some of the villains aren't really that good at fighting, and the monster wasn't doing that well either. In fact, Devin's just like, this guy ain't much of a fighter. So I'm predicting that next year, Beast Morphers will have, the Beast Morphers team will have,
stronger
more
villains.
challenging. Yeah, stronger villains. Which I think with, Robo Blaze, but, that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Funny if you say about that. I actually watched Go Busters 4 days ago because I was bored. When you said that, Ken, actually reminded me. The monsters that the Go Busters faced weren't really fighters too. They're more like viruses. Basically, their job was to wreak havoc instead of like fighting. So that's why I actually like the the Megazord battlers are just usually like big robots instead of actually the monsters. Tell you can't even say they're monsters. You can see they're like viruses, like take over like computer, like electronics. So you can argue they're not really monsters.
All right, true. But one thing though is that in Go Busters, I've heard Enter and Escape. That's Blaze and Roxy. They can actually, fight the team with pretty much one hand and pretty much hold them off pretty well. Whereas Blaze and Roxy, it's kind of more just, we're gonna take you on. Oh, we're down.
Anyway,
they're able to get back Devin Zord from work in Skin, right? So he fights the Gigadrone while Zoe and Roxy, Zoe and Ravi, I almost said Zoe and Roxy. Zoe and Ravi destroy the other, the copycat monster, right? Copy drone. Can I say this really? And this is actually, I found this really, really funny. So Devin's Megazord throws his damn sword into the Gigadrone. and he's like, "Hey, I need another sword." Well, I thought he was gonna dual wield 2 swords. Where did the other sword go?
Off screen land.
Where did it go?
Off screen land.
No, don't you tell me that. So then the copy Gigadrome makes a copy of acts like Devin's Megazord, right? So the others destroyed the other monster, and so their Zords come in, and then Zoe is like, "Wait, which one's Devin? Oh God, we're gonna have to shoot one of them. All right, he's gonna be mad about this." And hits both Devin and the monster. The monster obviously demorphs into his regular form. But I'm over here like, Zoe, Ravi, y'all couldn't call Devin? Be like, "Hey, Devin, which one's you? I'm the one on the right."
Keep in mind.
No, don't you dare.
Keep in mind.
No. They
mind.
all have communication devices on them.
No, keep in mind. When the robot clones the person, it actually has the same characteristics and same.
Again,
Yeah,
why
so,
didn't they? No. Why didn't you call him on his morpher? Doesn't matter. No, you had the physical embodiment of the Megazord, but you don't have the inside of the Megazord. You didn't copy the pilot himself. Don't you try and negate this. They should have called him.
Okay, moving on.
No. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, next thing you know, they make the Beast Morpher X Megazord. They destroy him. Virus eliminated, right? So, Nate and Steel start talking. "Hey, look, man, I know you're not good at basketball. I'm not good at basketball either, but we can teach one another, right?" And it's a really heartfelt moment. I loved it. I really did.
Yeah.
And so we cut to them playing basketball, and Devin acting like a straight up, like, Devin acts like a dude who plays on the basketball court after doing a fadeaway. It's like, and that's why they should trip me in the NBA, fam. That's what they should do with me. I'm like, bro, I think low key, they may have had the actors and actresses just play basketball and like, "Hey, we're not shooting, we're not filming, but we're gonna want you in costume," because that did not look scripted at all. And I
know. What's funny is like that literally did not look scripted. It looked like, I'm like, wait a minute.
I mean, the only thing that looked scripted was when Steel threw Nate into the basket.
I had a problem with that. That's the only rights to this episode besides the, who does that? Like,
you didn't watch Flubber? No. Hey, there's no logic in Power Rangers.
What I liked about it though is like, what's funny was like when Zoe said like, should we tell them to lose by 20 points? You're like, nah, they had their fun. I was like, that was basically homage to a lot of memes I see in the internet. Like, the Warriors are winning. Our Warriors are actually awesome. Oh, Lakers by 6. Get it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I guess. I was like, oh my god, how much the memes.
No. I got one. Remember the 2018 the 2008 NBA Finals? Lakers were up by 20 points and they still lost.
Yeah, see, like that. What? 18 Finals.
No, I said the 2008 Finals.
Oh yeah, so
they played the Celtics.
Yeah,
and they lost by 20 points.
Don't remind me of that. That was a depressing year.
Anyway, that was hilarious. I go front.
Shut up. That was depressing.
That was funny.
Anyway, so
and that was the end of the episode.
Yeah, the episode ends with them basically having fun. Saw the episode. I liked it. Nate's acting is still a little but it's improving out there. So I'm seeing. Zoe. She's actually improving really well. Actually, I like her a bit. Ravi's acting is actually getting better.
He didn't really do much, so how could you tell?
Facial and like delivering lines, because before the first part it was kind of flat how he delivered lines, but now this one I could it's getting there. Mm-hmm. Devin is just there. He didn't really do much, but
I think these last few episodes have honestly been focusing more on Nate and Steel to develop them. I think the next few episodes, I mean, obviously y'all watched ahead of me, so but hopefully
I'll tell you this, Leo. Devin has the awesome moment, and actually they adapted my favorite episode of Beast Go-Busters, and actually I'm like, yes, to put it in this Power Ranger episode. You know what I'm talking about, Kent. I'll give you a hint. Hallway.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool moment.
Yeah.
Although Devin does have one certain moment that we can't talk about right
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I don't want this, this guy to spoil. Well, technically, Leo should really spoil himself. I gave him the link to all the episodes. Anyway, but anyway, the
Continue.
episode's good. I like it. I gave it like 8 out of 10. What I like about these episodes, they're not chores. Like Ninja Steel was a chore to watch. I was like, this one I'm actually enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying watching these episodes.
I give an 8 out of 10 as well. I actually Nate's acting needs some improvement, but I liked him in this episode. I think his acting was actually better than the last couple episodes he's been in. And honestly, it shows a little more emotion when it comes to the brother aspect and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that. I really appreciate Zoe. I think Zoe and Steel were the highlights of the episode because Zoe was like, "Look, Nate, you got. Look, he was just born like 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, you gotta give him some slack,
now. Some
right?"
of us 3 months
Yeah,
ago.
Yeah, well, 2-3 weeks in their time, okay.
Gotta
Well,
remember, Power Rangers season is usually a year in their area, so.
Yeah, now in the next season, hopefully it's like months have passed, but that's a different story. And I really like that. I really like the fact that honestly, you didn't really see them morph until the end of the episode. It was just character development throughout the entire show, and I like that. I like when they take the time to do that. And I got a couple of my problems. Again, why you didn't have to shoot Devin? You could have easily be like, "Hey, Devin, which one are you in? The left. Okay, cool. Bang, 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 bang."
All right,
Right.
moving on. Can't.
But that's about it. So
Okay.
continue.
Yes. So overall, wasn't crazy when I first saw it, but then it got a little more entertaining. I love the little spiky moments between Nate and Steele. Acting wise, I think Nate is a little better, but there's still some moment. He had a few moments here and there. And of course, like I said, I couldn't get through that ending scene because it was just too cringeworthy for me. I give this episode 8 out of 10.
So we
Okay.
we all agree here. Wow, that's rare. Okay. We'll read some comments before you guys leave. Go. Mauricio Espinosa says, "Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, you're new. What's up, man?"
What's up, man?
Kevin Matsumura. I saw Ozzy airing on Facebook. Oh, I
So
did. I
he's
also saw that too. Yeah.
He's probably ahead of us.
Technically, I already finished the season, so I know what happens.
Oh, y'all suck.
You can watch it too, Leo. When will
Beast
Beast
Morphers-
Morphers be on Netflix? I don't. Maybe 2021, because it doesn't end until 2020. So
Actually,
2021.
season 1 should be put on, roughly 2020 because
Oh, yeah. You mean that was the full series? No, full series no. But
No,
this
just this
yeah.
season.
Oh yeah, next year. Ranger Select says waves high. That's that man. It's worse. Anyway, Clone Tron and Clone Drone. That's his name.
Oh, whatever.
They're just like I thought the sword thing was funny too. Pretty much it. You can find me on Instagram, Daggerboy247, and where can you guys find you guys?
Ken, go ahead.
find me on Instagram, Brown_K. And you also find me on a regular Facebook page, regular Kim Brown. And where can we find you, Psycho?
You can find me doing a writer kick through LA Comic Con, Teen Con. I'm joking. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Fox. You can also find me on my YouTube page, Reckless Fox. And you can find me all my latest game content on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. We just reviewed The Joker, and I'm gonna say this right now: if you've not seen it, guys, go see it. It is worth the watch. And Joaquin Phoenix better win an Oscar. That's all I got to say about that. I love that movie.
Hey Leo, knock knock.
I ain't gonna give you nope.
Come on, you're a joke. Knock
Nope, not even gonna do it.
Anyway, guys, yeah, pretty much that's it. I think, guys, this is Ranger Podcast Live, and see you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Peace. Do not watch Terminator Genesis. Trust me, there's nano.